Hi, let's start this session by creating a new BWOF. You choose your name, user. All right. I don't want to see the reminders now. Go to systems config. I choose the customer for whom I would plan to create the BWOF. All right. So this is the customer master file. So before you create your BWOF, make sure that you have the customer's name, the address, PIN code, the owner, mobile number, all these contacts. Okay. In place. If you have these contacts, these are the immediate contacts, they'll be very handy in future. Then each customer can have multiple sites. So let's create different sites for each customer. Okay, let's say this is site one, and that's the address just to save time. All right. And that's the compliance number. Yeah. And we can create another site. So let's take this one. Address and its compliance number. Right. So that way you can go on creating sites. So your BWOF is created on each of these sites for a customer. Now this customer can have also different types of attachments, okay, BWOFs, 12 ways, defects, letters, advice letters, which you can store in a particular location on the server and have the link stored out here. So you can always go to it and have it open. Then you can have a list of BWOFs which are previously created for this customer listed out here. And since we have not created even a single BWOF for this customer, we are not getting to see anything right now. All right. So you get to see the status, whether it's pending, which work in process or completed right here. So I'll show you once we create our BWOF, how the BWOF gets listed out here. These are any quotes which you have sent across to different IQPs and then remodified it and send it to your customer. Pricing, asset list, who are the employees from your companies who are handling this, bank detail of the customer. All right. So let's, to see all other customers, you can see there is a particular line out here at the bottom, and my mouse arrow turns into a line out here. So we can drag it and pull it upwards where you can see all your different customers. Okay. And each customer can be searched by using its filters. Okay. I'll show you this later in the master file part. So let's create a BWOF for this customer. All right. So here we have a button called Generate BWOF, New BWOF. Let's see the map also. There's a map button out here. So this map will show you the location of this customer based on the address that's entered here. So just to show you, I click the map button and it's gone and it's searched throughout Auckland in the big map. And there he'll get you the location. All right, there it is. So you can make use of this to find the exact location of this customer. All right, let's create the BWOF. So I'm going to click on the Generate New BWOF button. So the moment I click on it, a blank BWOF form opens up and it automatically fills in this data for the user. So he does not make any mistakes. All right. Now, if you remember, we had created multiple sites for this customer. So the moment I click on the buildings drop-down box, I get to see these sites. So this BWOF is for which site? So let's click on the site, and accordingly, the compliance schedule number also comes out. That's the date of the entry of the BWOF. That's the current date. Okay. This is the BWOF section 108, which can be changed if you want to in the future. Okay. And it will get you who's the person who's creating this BWOF, and the current final status becomes work in process because you have already started working on this BWOF. Now here we have got the BWOF issue date. So you can choose your BWOF issue date, let's say 24th of November. And it says BWOF expiry reminder has been automatically set. You will get to view this in the reminders dashboard. All right. So here, once I click on it, we have a 1 year plan by default on each BWOF. So it shows you a 1 year plan or expiry. So it goes to 24th November 2021. All right. So once we have this created, then you can save it, and then you can add the specified systems for this particular BWOF. Now we have got two sections out here: specified system details and grouped IQPs. So I'll show you what it does. Let's say, for example, I want to choose a specified system using a code. So I can choose like 1.1. All right. I can choose a code, or I can choose by choosing the name of the specified system, either of them. Okay. So, and the code appears automatically. So for each specified system, I need to have an IQP. So if I want to know who are the previous IQPs who work for these particular specified systems, I can click on this orange box and it can show me the previous ones, previous IQPs. Okay, so I can choose from that. Or if I don't want to choose from that, I want to assign a new one. So I have a list of all the new IQPs out here. And I can choose from that too. So what's the difference between this and this? Now, there can be multiple specified systems which are going to be handled by the same IQP. So you don't want to send two separate 12 ways to the same IQP. So we have got a grouping out here. So let's say I've got 1, and this is also done by two boys. Sorry. Two boys. So there are 3 specified systems. And when I go to the group IQPs, I will get to see only 2 because there are 2 unique ones, big door and door boys. You see, big door and door boys. Okay. Now is the time to send the 12-way to each company, to each IQP. So we have created a button out here which says email this 12-way form. All right. So when I click on this button, an email will be created. Would you like to be reminded to follow up on this 12-way after it's sent to this contractor? Now, clicking on yes, that's when the reminder will be created. The reminder which you saw when you logged into the system, that's how it gets created automatically for you for this particular IQP, for that particular specified system, and for that particular BWOF. So on clicking yes, it's creating the 12-way. So it's created a mail for you, okay, on just a click. It says this is a reference to the inspection, maintenance, whatever text you require, right? And this is the form 12-way, compliance schedule number, the subject. And this is the attached 12-way, which will go to that IQP. Now, we can make the modifications you would require as per your 12-way settings. Okay. So 12-way, certificate of compliance, the building, the owner, some write-up. And now that's the compliance details with the code, compliance description. And this is the status which will be filled up by the IQP and returned back to you so that you can file this in your system and have it sent to the council altogether. Okay. So here we have at the end a reference number which is DIM. So you know this 12-way belongs to which BWOF. Okay, in case if there is any discrepancy. So it creates a PDF. So the moment I don't have the IQP's email ID, so the moment I have the email ID, it will automatically appear here and I click on send, and this 12-way will be emailed directly to that IQP. Okay. So let's say I want to save this on my desktop. All right. And assume that I have sent this to the IQP. All right. And the moment I send a 12-way to the IQP, you see the status will turn to work in process automatically. All right. Automatically. Similarly, I'm trying to send to the door boys now. Email 12-way. Would you like a reminder? Yes. So you see the door boy's address was there, the email ID, so it's appeared here automatically. The earlier one didn't have it. So if you see this particular 12-way, you see this will have two compliance details to one particular IQP. So that's the difference between the grouped IQPs and the single one. All right. So let's assume that we want to save this to save as into okay. So in the reminders, these reminders are created. So when these IQPs will sign off everything after they do their stuff and they send it back to you, you can attach the incoming 12-way. So let's say this is the first one which they've sent. So it says, since you have received the 12-way for this specified system, the CRM will now flag the reminder for this 12-way as completed for this IQP in this BWOF. What does it do is that it has linked the 12-way to you, okay? And it has made this as completed, okay? Let's do the same for the second one. Attach incoming and location, desktop. Yeah. This gives you the same message. So you see when these come back and attached, any other user can just click on view 12-way and view the attached 12-way. See? So you can get to see the status when it's updated by the IQP. All right. So now, if I want to print the BWOF, I have got two options. One is a button out here which says Preview BWOF. So when I click on Preview BWOF, this is how the BWOF is currently looking. And we can make minor changes for this as per your company norms. Okay. Building, the owner, compliance details, all three of them. Okay. Signed on behalf of, that's the WOF reference number. All right. Now, close this. So if you see, there's a BWOF expiry tracking. Let's take, for example, this BWOF. I go to BWOF expiry tracking and search for that BWOF number. So you see it has created a reminder, says due in 365 days. That's the name of the customer, building, compliance number, schedule number, WOF date, WOF issue date, expiry date. So you see one expiry is automatically created for 1 year. We can increase it to 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever you want. You have to let us know. Now, this button, Activate BWOFs, will show you all the BWOFs that are due for expiry and you want to reactivate it. It's a rollover kind of a thing. So our BWOF is not yet listed in this. So in order to get listed, we need to send it to the council. You see, we have got final BWOF to council. Okay. Now, one more thing is the multi-call BWOF. The multi-call BWOF will list all the BWOFs in a vertical order. And as the count increases, it will shift to the right-hand side. Okay. So you can have at least 18 BWOFs, 12 ways compliance details out here. Now, if you want a signature, signed on behalf of. So we have given options out here. Let's say John Knopfler as a preview. You see the signature will come out here. Predefined signatures. So you can change the user Arnold Muska preview. You see, it will change. So you can choose whose signature should be there. All right. So once everything is done here, you can send this BWOF to the council along with the 12 ways, signed 12 ways. So what we need to do is just click on this button, final BWOF to council. 1 second. Show you in this one. It's the other one. Okay. If you see here, activate BWOFs, our BWOF is not yet been listed. So let's go and send the BWOF to the council. So I click on final BWOF to council. And if you see the final status is still work in process, right? I say final BWOF to council. And you see he's created an email, okay? And it has got, the first part is the form 12, all right, with all these three. Second is the 12-way, okay, for door boys. And the third one is the 12 ways for the big door company. All right. So if you see, this is a PDF viewer, and you can see both the 12 ways, 12-way 1, 12-way 2, and attached to the form 12. So this has reduced so much of effort just on a click. Now, if the email ID of the council is available out here, you can put it and just click send, and this all goes to the council. Okay. So here it says WOF reminder created successfully for the next year's rollover. You can follow up and activate this BWOF from the Warrant Activation Explorer. So on click, since you have sent this BWOF along with its related 12 ways to the council, the CRM has now officially closed this BWOF. So if you see, this has become green now, it's completed. All right. So I can add new BWOF if I want, or I can close. And if you see in the activate new BWOF section, our BWOF has been listed here. You see, WOF expiry date is 24th November 2022. Okay, that's the WOF date. So if I want to activate this BWOF, all you need to do to roll over is activate selected WOF record. Warrant of Fitness activated successfully. So you see the details are come to you with a new BWOF number. You don't have to waste your time re-entering the whole damn BWOF. Everything comes to you on a click. It's reduction of 99% of data entry. 99%. So this is right now in Windows, you can host it on a cloud where you can have many users using it, viewing it. You can have IQPs then also posting their own 12 ways, but that's a separate cloud-based module which we need to attach to this, but everything's possible. Okay, so this is just how I've shown you how to create a BWOF and how a rollover is done, okay, and how the BWOF is sent to the council. If you have any questions, you can always get in touch with us. Okay, let's add BWOF, close.